All right, so let's practice doing a hamstring stretch in a safe way that allows us to experiment with this a little bit. So what you'll need is a strap if you have one, or if you don't have one, you can use a belt tool, a robe, a jump rope, dog leash, whatever you have around the house. You can do this on the floor with me, or you can even do this in bed. If you have a strap like this, I do recommend making it into a loop. I like this one because it's nice and big and I can make a big loop, or you can tie whatever you have into a loop. Just an option. And we're gonna come to lying down. And lie on your back, start with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and just pause for a moment. Do any wiggles you need to get comfortable here and settle in. And then hug your right knee into your chest. We're gonna go ahead and just warm up the hip joint a little bit by doing 3 circles in one direction and then 3 in the other. And then hug it in tight and take the strap and go fishing. Get it around the ball mount of your foot and bring the leg up toward the ceiling. Now, it may be excruciating for you to straighten your knee. You don't have to straighten it completely. Actually, what I want you to do is experiment with this for a moment and find what's right for you. Now, it may be better for you to have your leg further out and then you don't feel that intensity right here. That's fine too. What I want you to focus on is not feeling any pull or pain, of course, around the knee area. I want you to find a place where you're feeling it in the center, the belly of the muscle. So start by playing with bringing it forward. For some people that changes it. Sometimes when you bring it too far in, you start to feel it here. Now, another thing you can play with to experiment with this is to slightly bend your knee. That's taking the pull out of the joint area and moving it to the belly of the muscle where we want to feel it, where it's safest. So now, with the knee slightly bent or bent quite a bit, depending on what you need, I want you to play with, does it need to be further away or up closer? Where do you start to feel it in your body in the center of the muscle? Once you have that, this is about where I feel it, and it's targeting right around here. Of course, I also feel other areas. Everybody's a little different. So I also feel my calf because I have my foot flexed and I'm stretching the calf and Achilles tendon. Feel a little bit around my glutes, but everybody's a little different. Notice what you feel. You can adjust the strap to create a loop. I like to even just hang my arms in there so that I don't have to exert extra effort. You may even go like this, whatever allows you to hold your strap with ease. And then find this position and breathe into it. I am activating my feet. My foot that's up in the air is flexing as if I'm trying to step on the ceiling above me. So I'm getting a little bit of activation here. Anytime you feel, like I said before, any pain in your knee, any pull in your knee, adjust by bending the knee or bringing it forward or back. Same goes if you feel any numbness, tingling, shooting. You definitely want to adjust so that you don't feel that, so you can settle into it. And then once you find that place, just breathe. We're going to stay here long enough for the body to release into it and maybe allow you to pull in a little deeper. The other leg that's on the floor could stay in this position, or you may play with straightening it out on the floor. Notice how that feels. I am slightly activating that leg that's on the ground. Flexing the foot, if it's there. A few more deep breaths. And to come out of this, we're actually going to do something quite magical. So you're going to take the strap off of the leg. You can move the strap out of the way. I like to have the other leg extended out, so if yours is bent, go ahead and do that. And you are going to move in slow motion, bringing the leg down. You can start with your eyes open just to see my pacing, but then close your eyes and keep this slow pacing, bringing the leg down. You're using your core muscles. If it's too much for your core, you can always bend your knee. That'll make it a little easier. You don't want to feel any strain in your low back. As you get closer to the floor, go slower, slower and slower, using your lower abs to control the descent. And maybe a moment where it feels like you're gonna hit the ground, but you don't. And then release the legs and relax for a moment completely. Feel the leg you just did. Feel all the sensations, vibrations. Notice the results. Now feel the other leg. It may feel lighter, heavier, fuller, smaller, shorter. Notice what it feels like to you. And then feel both legs simultaneously. All right, now let's get that other leg, probably your left leg, into it so it doesn't feel jealous. So bend both knees, put your feet flat on the ground, have the strap nearby, and hug that left knee into your chest. And you can start with doing some circles in each direction, making them as big or small as you'd like, about 3 in each direction. Once you've warmed up a little bit here, I'm gonna have you take the strap and go fishing. Put the strap around the ball mound of your foot and straighten your leg up. And play with it just like you did the other leg, because it may be different. So you can play with how far away it is from your body, closer up or further away. Get this closer to the ball mound of my foot. You may have to play with where it is on the sole of your foot also. And I start to feel a pull in the back of my knee there, so I'm going to bend my knee and find the place where I feel it in the belly or the center of my hamstrings. Of course, I may feel it other places. Notice what other places you feel it in. Experiment with that. Find the place that's right for you, and then relax your shoulders and your jaw. Get into the position with the strap that allows you the most ease. And breathe. Notice if this side is more or less flexible than the other. Notice what it feels like with each exhale. You might be able to find a little more ease in the pose with each exhale. Try elongating them to emphasize this effect. Feel the vibrations, be present with what is, but also paying attention to not feel any numbness, shooting, tingling, and adjusting with those elements. If you do, bending the knee slightly or bringing it further away. Let's just take 3 more deep breaths, long, deep breaths here. Nice, long exhales. Activating that foot. You can lengthen the other leg out if you did so on the other side and activate that foot too. When you're done with those deep breaths, take the strap off of the leg and move slow-mo, bringing the leg down. See if you can go even slower than you did on the other side. Keep breathing as you're doing it. When you get closer to the ground, see if you can go even slower. controlling that descent. And I definitely felt the magic this time. It felt like my leg was going underground. Relax legs completely. You have to go very slowly to get that. So if you didn't get that effect, then you have to go even slower. Feel both legs. Feel your left leg. Feel it fully. Feel your right leg. Feel it fully. Feel both legs simultaneously. Take another deep breath. You can bend both knees, put your feet flat on the ground. And I hope you can feel the difference between feeling it in your knee joint, which we do not want to feel, and then feeling it in the belly of the muscles here and here. These are good areas to feel it. Even around the gluteals is a good area to feel it. I also hope you felt the difference between that like vibration sensation of stretching and that maybe if you experience some of that numbness, tingling, anything like that, that's not what we want to feel. So we adjust to try to avoid those sensations. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments and make sure you click subscribe as I'll be sending more videos out like this soon.